I literally just thought to myself, I was like, why do I have a fork, right? I have a sandwich. And I'm thinking to myself, why do I have a fork? Because why do I? For my sandwich. Now, I know this sandwich is probably going to be like super hard to pick up. I don't know. Don't judge y'all. We're going to try to eat it as best as we can. I should have got napkins. Okay. I'm gonna grab napkins. You might hear, sorry, you might see Tyson. Okay. I got the napkins. I forgot I was on mute. Yeah. And then that other thing, I was just saying something the TV said. So don't worry about it. Now I have napkins to eat. Okay. We just vibing. So just let me know how you're doing down in the chat. Okay. It's gonna be like hard to eat. No judgment here, guys. Y'all don't see my. That's good. I don't know if you guys can see Tyson. Right. This is like a cinnamon raisin bagel that I. Hi Santi, how you doing? How you feeling? What's the vibe? Let me know down in the chat. Tyson, no. I'm eating. Mm-mm. Come on, get up. I know what his real goal is. Right? So yeah, that I dipped in French toast batter, right? Um, and then like prepared it like French toast, and then made some fried eggs, some vegan bacon that I had, and then like strawberry cream cheese. The strawberry cream cheese, right? And then syrup, right? I would use maple syrup, but I tell y'all, do y'all best, right? Um, when it comes to your spiritual journey, so many people try to make it seem like you have to jump straight into this alkaline diet, right? But that's not always the case, right? Not everybody can afford a full-out vegan diet, right? The grocery stores make the healthier options way more expensive on purpose, right? So not everybody has access to those kinds of things. If you have access to it, right, count your blessings, right? um, be grateful for that kind of thing. If you don't have access to it, right, there are still other options, right? When it comes to whatever you put in your body, you still have to remember the principle, like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, okay? That way, and if you use alchemy, you can alchemize the energy of the food and use the food for your highest good, for your body's highest good, right? So there's a lot of different ways that you can use alchemy, and still eat certain foods even if you don't have. Casey, I don't know if I'm saying that right. But hi, how you doing? How you feeling? What's the I don't know. I'm gonna say girlfriend, period. Okay. So yeah. What you call it? There's a lot of different options when it comes to your spiritual journey. You don't have to rush to get to the alkaline diet, right? A lot of people try to push that narrative, but that's not the case, right? Um, Remember, your spiritual journey, you have to unlearn and relearn everything, right? So you can take your time when it comes to things like your diet. Like, as the point of your spiritual journey, right, is to become more consciously aware and more intentful, okay, in your everyday life, right? So that's why I tell you guys to do what makes your soul sing, right? Because as long as you're doing that and you're not hurting nobody, there's no problem, okay? So just to let y'all know, okay? We just vibing right now. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down in the chat, okay? Remember, we do talk about spirituality, science, okay, religion on this channel. So please be open-minded. Remember, this is a safe space, okay? For everyone to express how they feel, think, how they perceive reality. If you have questions, we don't judge. Which means there is something extra within their body that non-fruit users do not possess. This could be the very essence and spirit that gives the power of the fruit. Those of you who have another, there's only one thing it's missing. I was putting it together so fast, I forgot to put salt and pepper on the eggs. But I don't feel like getting back up. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I do not feel like getting back up. And I feel like the strawberry cream cheese and the syrup, they're doing the sweetness is doing its job to mask that the egg does not have the salt and pepper on it. Even though I can tell. Mm. Hola. Hola, Miguel. Mm. ¿Tú? This explains it, right? Blackbeard admits that this power can absorb other devil fruit abilities, so that's how he took white ¿Dónde estás, Miguel? Cancún?
Yes and no. Even though this theory holds weight, it doesn't explain how Blackbeard was able to be a host to more than one devil, or as we explained, the carrier spirit. In chapter 385, Jabra, though not accurately, alluded that a devil fruit user has a devil living inside their bodies, and if they eat another devil fruit, the devils will start fighting each other, subsequently exploding the body of its host. This notion was then clarified by Bruno, who explained that this description is when a person ate two devil fruits,
Two, Miguel?
until there was nothing left of it, and he died.
I'm so confused. I don't.
To absorb Whitebeard's devil fruit spirit,
¿Dónde estás?
onto a new fruit, how did he assign himself as a new host without imploding? Well, this perfectly brings us to the real reason why Blackbeard.
I'll see how you trying to make.
One devil fruit, being that
Okay.
is more in one. In chapter 557, Marcos stated this was possible because Blackbeard's body is uniquely
I won't keep
odd,
asking.
and it has something to do with his irregular body structure. The way he addressed this indicated this knowledge was known to the Whitebeard pirates who knew him. This is further elaborated in Odin's flashback as in chapter 966 and during the brawl of the Roger pirates and the Whitebeard pirates. Buggy stated that Blackbeard had never slept in his entire life and doesn't need sleep like normal people. Where throughout the season,
I don't know if I'm
didn't even sleep a wink throughout the whole night.
I don't know if there's spelling errors going on here.
Must have been twice as fun.
Because I don't know if I'm reading Spanish or if they're. Because it kind of looks like it, but it looks like some things are spelled wrong, so it might be another language. Belani, ¿tú hablas español?
Now, initially, one could perceive this statement as a reference to Blackbeard's whole crew. However, Nami was left confused, where
I had to finish this so I can do this work.
and Zoro would have confirmed that. So now with all this, we come to the theory of Blackbeard having multiple personalities. This is showcased even with how he behaves, where at one point he is seen as someone bad and the opposite of Luffy. The second, he is seen as someone good, a man with a dream much like Luffy, and then he is seen as an ugly person who would betray and step over everyone to get what he wants. He is the good, the bad, and ugly. But wait a minute. The problem
Cause I knew I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
mental disorder of a split personality. It doesn't.
I do not speak Italian, unfortunately.
As the devil of the fruit is assigned to
It is one of the languages
not the mind
I eventually want to learn.
Once again, we know this because Lost Switcheroo he performed in Fantastic. So this leaves us with the last idea that Blackbeard is
I haven't even mastered Spanish yet, so
not just a personality, but also
I'm gonna speak it a little bit, but
to the theory that Blackbeard already had a devil
I still need more
before
practice.
consuming the Yami Yami Yami. This fruit could have been a mythical zone type named Cerberus, which is a dog-like creature from hell in Greek mythology. These hounds have 3 heads.
He said, "Let's improve our Italian." Yeah.
Yeah. Blackbeard having the Cerberus.
I'm gonna get there one day.
Sleep as each head could be rotating in 8-hour sleep cycles, or even explain why Zoro and Luffy said that he is.
I have to. I want to teach my children.
Which he has been using since he joined the Whitebeard Pirates, and even used it to scar Shanks' face. Has 3.
The only way
This scarring of Shanks'
to teach my children multiple languages is to learn them first.
which could provide him with 3 heads or personalities. Shanks is based on the Viking god Tyr, who
Future
was
children, of course.
one-handed with red hair and known for his swordsmanship similar to Shanks. Tyr was said to die by the hands of Garmir, who is kind of like a Norse version of Cerberus.
I already knew this sandwich was going to be hard to eat.
Ragnarok, which possesses 3 heads. Now, we have already done a full breakdown of how Shanks versus Blackbeard.
Italian's not the only language. I want to.
So check out the video on screen or in the pinned comment after this.
Of course, after Spanish, I think the easiest would be to go to Portuguese and then Italian, and then French.
Not the time for their fight. Hinting that he will
Also want to learn Mandarin
being strong with
and Japanese.
if he is actually the chief of Elbaf, then the possibility of Blackbeard having the three-headed Cerberus or Garmir fruit is
right now.
inconceivable.
ASL.
However, there's a major flaw with this theory. The simple fact is that ever since we see Blackbeard as a little kid being
I'm
adopted by the
trying to
Blackbeard
think.
pirates,
I mean, that's
no
like the
one is
main
curious or even
languages right
mentions
now,
that having double fruit power already. Even
you know, but I could need
Marco
more
said that it's
later in the
impossible
future.
to have two double fruit
That's how I was
powers
like,
upon witnessing Blackbeard wielding both the Gura Gura no Mi and the Yama.
you know, it's,
Marco's comment
my
where
hand
he
is
says
sticky,
that
but
each
that's
is
because
just built
I'm
different.
eating this
Nothing
food.
about a double fruit which
Not
Blackbeard
really.
might have had from the start. Marco is a freaking doctor. Alright?
Sanitary?
He must have examined or healed Blackbeard's body
But it's
countless
good.
times in the nearly 3 decades they've been together. Another factor which would have let the crew know whether Blackbeard had a fruit prior to the Yami
I would say
is that he wouldn't be able to swim. In all
it
this
is a
time, there
vegetarian
must have
meal.
been instances where Blackbeard had to swim, and if he couldn't, he would need one of his crewmates
And
to
there's
help
nothing
him,
wrong with
revealing that he has a devil fruit power. But
when you're on your spiritual journey.
they question how Blackbeard can use 2 devil fruit
Like I
powers,
said,
not
you can use alchemy on food because alchemy is just a manipulation of energy, which is what magic is too, right? But alchemy is a, how do you explain this? Like a converger, like we're transmuting energy, changing intentions on energy, right? Reshaping it in the way that we need it to be. Okay. If you're like, I have no clue what you're talking about, Leah, there is a book on alchemy in my Boss Up playlist on my YouTube channel. Okay, so if you go check out my channel and go on the playlist, the Boss Up playlist has a book about alchemy, and then it has about 220 other books about spirituality and different topics that you need to know for your journey. Okay, and when I say you need to know them, you need to know them. Okay, I don't gatekeep information.
He was modified by Dr. Vegapunk, possibly trying to recreate Roxy's effects, fruit, hence Blackbeard's affinity to rocks. Vegapunk may have inserted multiple souls or essence inside Blackbeard, so when Blackbeard consumes multiple fruits, they are simply held by different souls within his body, not making him explode. This theory is in line with Gorilla's part, where the Doctor who Chopper heavily looked up to, Dr.
Is it a vegetarian sandwich?
Trying to bring back the dead. He was able to recreate the dead.
It's a breakfast sandwich? I know it's nighttime, but you can never go wrong with breakfast at night. So, that's my opinion.
Something interesting Blackbeard also does after finding the Yami Nomi is he goes straight to Drum Island, which is known for its doctors, perhaps to find someone who can give him more insight into his ability. Ultimately, the answer to why Blackbeard never sleeps and is able to have more than one double fruit power is because of his body composition. So if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure
it's falling apart, guys. I don't know what to do.
Where do they come from? What are they? Who created them? What are the Adam Eve trees? Everything. The 25-year-old mystery is revealed. So check that video out right now.
Teeth sensitivity is so common. It immediately feels like, somebody's poking directly on their nerve. I recommend Sensodyne. Sensodyne toothpaste goes inside the tooth and calms the nerve down. And my patients say, doc, it really works.
It's a good sandwich, though. It's just complicated. And honestly, guys, I made this on a whim. I was just following my intuition, I promise y'all. I was hungry, and I was like, what am I going to eat for dinner? And I just thought, my brother got some cinnamon raisin bagels, and I was like, I kind of want like French toast, and so I used those bagels and made French toast with them. And then I made some eggs, put some cheese on it, some vegan bacon, and I forgot the salt and the pepper. But then I put strawberry cream cheese, and syrup. And if maple syrup was a little cheaper, I put maple syrup. Okay. But you know, if you don't give power to something, right, it's not gonna hurt you. Okay. So yeah, but I literally thought of this sandwich like literally on a whim, and I just followed my intuition. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be good, and it is. It is good. Now, all I know is that if I didn't forget to put the salt and pepper on it, it'd be even better. Like, I just don't feel like getting up. Y'all remember my ankle, so I don't feel like going and walking over there just for salt and pepper. I feel like the strawberries cream cheese carried this sandwich because it didn't have salt and pepper on the eggs.
But hey, everything is about to be explained as we see a silhouette appearing next to Denjiro and Hiyori, asking himself whether people will even recognize them. It's of course revealed to be Kinemon doing Odin's trademark pose. Well, this made things even more confusing for the people. I mean, he too was supposed to be dead. As the citizens of Wano are in disbelief, the remainders of the Akazaya 9 silhouette also appears. The people of Wano starts to piece things together, realizing that something monumental is about to happen. The 9 red scabbards are revealed in all their glory. Everybody at this point realizes that the prophecy Toki told was true, and they have indeed returned 20 years later. Some are even crying, realizing that this can only mean that the tyrannical rule of Kaido and Orochi must have been put to an end. Defense Wonder Snail begins to
How y'all doing?
playing this scene to all of Wano. As everything is being broadcasted, we move to different locations around, where it's confirmed that the fighting was so intense that everyone felt it. In chapter 1050, after Kaido and Big Mom fell deep into the earth, it triggered an underwater volcanic eruption. Either that or when you punch sent shockwaves throughout the country.
That sandwich was good, y'all.
That all of Wano felt some sort of earthquake. Familiar places in Wano are shown. First being Ringo, Hakumai,
Alright.
Kibi, and
Like I said,
Benkuri, which was ruled by the Chad himself.
And I got something on my face, y'all.
It being a beautiful location, now the opposite. A wasteland
No.
like Kibi.
Okay,
The next
good.
location shown is Udon within the prison. The final location is Innisford Town. Well,
I'm good.
you're probably wondering, why am I going over all of these locations? And
This
most
is almond milk
why
and
is
chocolate.
Oda? Well, he's doing this to show the readers all of the meaningful locations in Wano that have motivated everyone to go against Kaido and Orochi. And the people of these towns are finally going to learn that their hell has ended. And they
I
are
tried-
finally
I tried to do
liberated. As
oat
this
milk
news is being
and chocolate,
broadcasted, we then cut to our
and I didn't
gang
like it.
with the Straw Hat finally meeting Yamato.
It wasn't-
seems it's going as well as
It wasn't my
maybe
favorite
better
thing.
for the first time, with them
Right.
being shocked that
And it's
she is
not
Kaido's
bad in some like
son,
coffee
and even
drinks
thinking that the war may not be over.
because I
Yamato
get oat
quickly
milk in
explains
my coffee
that she
drinks,
is not their
and it's
enemy.
not
She, in fact,
it's not
has been
bad
following
with
the
some of
Straw Hats for
those,
years
right?
in the news.
But when it just
Most
comes to
likely
like
from the
just
very
oat milk
start,
and
where Luffy
chocolate,
was given his first wanted poster. Since Yamato had already met him
No.
by then and learned about
but I like
his
almond
younger
milk and
brother
chocolate.
Luffy,
That's good.
Yamato's interaction
That's really
with the
good.
crew is actually pretty down to earth and funny.
I don't
She
know.
comments on
I don't know
how
what it is.
red the entire crew looks
'Cause I like
in
oat milk.
person, which
I
is
like
going to
oat
be
milk
extremely
better
ironic,
than almond
given that
milk,
she is
but I'll
literally an
drink
honey with
almond milk.
horns, which means she fits right in. Yamato then takes
Yeah,
this
but I don't
opportunity to
like
announce
oat
that
milk
she is joining the Straw
with
Hats.
chocolate, right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What y'all think? What y'all think? Because if y'all drink almond milk or you drink oat milk, if you tried both, let me know down in the chat.
But seriously, I know we all
'Cause,
predicted it, but
I truly like oat milk better, but not with chocolate. I like almond better with chocolate, but you know, almond is something. Almond milk is something that I'll drink it, right? It's good every once in a while, but like oat milk, I'll continuously drink. Okay. I am more so on like vegetarian versus like vegan, right? Do I periodically eat meat here and there? Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying. Sometimes like I go to places that are like super nice, and then I want to try the stuff that they have there because I know it's fresher than certain places, right? And my ancestors are native, so I don't mind the construct of eating meat. It's just that we need to respect the creatures and the animals in a better light. Okay, not just straight butchering them and having them in a terrified state of fear, right? Do you know what happens when an animal gets scared right before they die? Like, perish, right? They tense up. Okay, that ruins the meat. That's why I don't like how these manufacturer companies and like these mass producers are trying to use meat consumption, right? When you take the humane route when preparing and hunting an animal, right? That in and of itself is better than treating the animal like dirt. You know what I'm saying? At least if the animal was loved and not in a terrified state, right before they perish, you're getting better quality from what you're consuming into your vessel. Okay, so and that's just I told you guys I have Native American ancestors, right? I have African ancestors. Okay, so like if you do it properly, it's fine. But I truly don't like how the mass producers do it. Anywho, that wasn't the question at hand. The question at hand was if you liked oat milk or almond milk better, or if you like both. Okay, if you've had both, right? Or if you've only had one or the other, which one did you try? Right. Or if you only drinking regular 1%, 2% whole milk, right? Let me know down in the chat. You're probably not as lactose intolerant as other people, which is
Yamato perhaps learnt about herself and who she is without no shackles. Think about it. Yamato's
good
life, she has been
in a sense because really,
and although she has read about the outside world, she has no idea on what it may entail for her personally. Yamato commenting on the Straw Hat's appearance that is much more striking in person also rings true for the entire Grimes line.
oh my
She
goodness,
adopted the identity of positive
yeah,
to hide away from her own
obviously
identity as
eat things in moderation, but
perhaps being on this journey
the fact that if you someone who eats it in moderation, there could be two people who eat it in moderation and one person still gets an upset stomach, like, and still has I won't say I don't know if anybody's eating or not, so but you know what I'm saying, like that in and of itself should tell you that truly it's not something we should be fully consuming at the level of their surface serving sizes.
And come on, even the others and their amazing victory. But Jinbei defeated a previous CP0 member, Who's Who, and Yamato
I don't know, Facts Ice.
Kaido. These two alone will add a tremendous tremendous value to the team. Now,
I need to do
before
this
officially
assignment,
say
y'all.
Yamato
But I
is
wanted to
still
know,
alive, Jinbei
um,
shuts her down and,
which one
postpones it
y'all
as
like
he
better.
tells her, nothing is decided
Okay.
until the captain says it. But you don't know how that's gonna turn out.
If you're on your spiritual journey, okay, send hearts in the chat. Okay.
Meaning blood likely given to him from Jinbei and
And then I have a question for
These
you
two,
all.
captain and vice captain, being shown on the ground foreshadows their upcoming power up from what they went. It's safe to say that Luffy and Zoro just became the strongest duo in the entire
I think I'm gonna have to
series.
relog
Okama then
in.
explains to us that
But,
her
you know.
devil fruit power only lasts for a month. After that, the Dongos stop
still gonna
working
try.
and the animals, or the gifters in this case, gain back their free will. However, she says that some animals choose to stay alongside her even without the Dongo
Okay.
effects. Tama seems to be elated to have
Yeah,
so
I
many
gotta
new
turn
friends,
this in
as other than
today,
Ace, who
guys,
came
so
to
I gotta
Wano years ago, she was
finish
quite
it. So
lonely
that's
before
really
the
what we're
intensive
doing right
as
now,
her
is
closest
just
family.
I'm
However,
just doing
now
this,
she is the
vibing with you guys,
beast.
coming on here.
She hugs
I don't
Speed,
have
who risked her
my
life at the
tarot
start of
cards
Wano
with
to
me
protect
right now,
Tama
so we
against
can't
Kaido's
do
Gorobrand. She
tarot
sees the
readings,
horse girl
right?
in the same light as her mother. However, Tama doesn't want Speed
You
to
know,
stay
I'm not
servant
going
who
upstairs for that
Dango
right
abilities,
now.
but wants to be together
Right,
by
so-
choice. The focus moves from Tama and Yamato to the TV screen where the Scabbards
Let's
and
see.
Hiyori are kneeling before someone. As we are seeing things through Usopp, Nami, and Tama's perspective, they do not know who the Giga Chad
We gotta
is
put
as the
this in
smoke
here.
clears. He says, no, he proclaims. It has been
Let's see.
20 long years since
How
my
y'all
father
doing?
died.
How y'all
Upon
feeling? What's
hearing
the
those
vibe?
words,
Let me know
everyone
down in the
gasps
chat.
in shock as the
Okay, I
identity
want
of
to
this
know.
man
I want to
becomes
get to
clear.
know you
He had
guys.
done exceptionally well to have survived this protracted winter. Starting
Just wanna
tomorrow, the
say-
freedoms of the Fire Festival will last forever. Everyone will have
boy.
free, clean water. The toxic
Oh,
factories will be no more.
no.
Slavery will not exist in Wano anymore. These declarations, which the people of Wano have been longing to hear for 20 years, ring like music. Otama, through whom we witnessed the cruelty of Wano first, and
Okay,
what she
do
felt
you
ill
have
by
a-
drinking
I don't have
toxic
homework
water
tomorrow,
because
but I
the
do have an
hunger hurt
assignment
too
due
much. As
before
she figures
class
out that it
tomorrow.
might be Momonosuke talking, her memories of the past flood her emotions,
Okay.
reminding us, the audience, how so many died working in the
I
weapons
might be turning the
factories,
mute on
including
in a
Tama's
second. Give me
parents. The
a
adults
second to
decide to
see.
tell Tama the truth about her parents, that exposing her to the harsh reality of their world, taking away her innocence. This comes full circle to
I
the
let y'all
present, with Tama having to survive on her own now. She was forced to sacrifice her childhood to weave and sell hats in a place where people barely have enough money to afford water. How the hell are they gonna buy hats, bruh? The childhood care she lost
Okay, I'll
can
be
now
right back.
claimed
Okay. Sorry, y'all. I might get off soon, only because my mom said she was gonna cook, so she gonna be down here, so we won't be able to really conversate. So yeah, so when she get back, we gonna end the live so that that way she can cook dinner, and we not in the way, right? Um, I'm still gonna be doing my homework and stuff, but I'm gonna try to hurry up. So yeah. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down in the chat. I just don't want to be down here in the way while she cooking. She usually like to come in here and stuff too. So closed field at 9. And at 9, closed field hole at 19, and then it wants a line, and and then I put the line. Wait, it's a middle line, right? Shading a line connecting the two circles. Okay, thought so.
This will be released during a month-long break, so make sure you have that notification bell on so you don't miss anything out.
Did I not put the right numbers in?
That's why I want to introduce you all to
Xmas 14. Oh, it probably wants it written the other way.
Over 150
That's okay. Wait. I'm gonna write the 9 first, then
because Weave Lamps even offers the service
the
to build
symbol
a custom lamp of your choice.
less than
Just look at us with
the
these
19.
amazing lamps. That's some good shit. You don't want to miss out, right? No. You want your room to be lit up bright by your favorite anime character. So
Less than or equal to means filled holes.
and use the code ABD15 for an exclusive 15% of your order. This is only available for the first 100 orders, so make sure you guys don't miss out. You guys ready for get yourself some Weave Lamps right now? Welcome back, everyone. Come on, Steve. Chapter 1052 continues with the aftermath to the war in Guano. We come to a conversation between the Gorosei, who are on board with the Zero member that escaped back in chapter 1049. All were important 5 elders.
How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? Let me know down in the chat. We are just vibing while I try to hurry and finish my homework so that my mom can come in here and cook. Okay, period. Suppose we want to choose so that it will be anything. Okay, so then we can write it as hi Tai Tai. What's wrong, Tai Tai?
Very quickly. They mentioned that this is the worst timing, thinking of the next step they should do. Usually these old geezers will just cover the shit up like they did on so many occasions. Even when we choose crocodiles, we choose coffee, I'm pretty sure every little event that happened throughout the time, they were covering the shit up like nobody's business. However, Big News Morgan isn't going to let them spread their fake news. As we know from chapter 956.
Come back. You want to be over here. Come back.
Well, kind of. Either way, they will have to directly deal with the situation.
Because he'll whine to come near me, and then when I start giving him affection, that's when he go, actually, never mind. Like, why whine then? Why did you cry and do all of that just to be like, okay, I'm done? Like a freaking cat.
Also, Blackbeard is wreaking havoc and likely represents Roxby's effect of this era. Whilst the Gorosei goes over all their problems, we fade to the sea near water. Where we are marine ship are stationed. The CP0 agent confirms Tanisha along with Zhao
Oh no, I have the wrong thing. equals 7 or it equals 15. So then it'd be 5, 6, 7 or 15, right? And then wouldn't you put the line? No, the line. Hold on, I'm so confused. Oh, there it goes. Okay, wait. Put the line down. Then don't you put the other line going this way? Press the submit.
Not only in knowledge, communication, but also physically. The country itself only has two methods of entry from the ocean. First one is climbing the Koi waterfall, where one has to tie their ship to a giant koi to climb up the waterfall.
Was it? Wait, were they?
Difficult
Hold
to
on.
do. The second method is going through a hidden tunnel.
Oh, it is or equal to.
This is heavily secured. Along with these limited points of entry,
Less than or equal to. Now I have to do it all over again. I should have paid attention. It would be like that, y'all.
Doing something crazy will be able to allow an easier means of access to Wano from and to the entire world. In chapter 1050, Momonosuke told Zunisha
We did, y'all. Don't worry about it. We're Gucci. So consider the statement x minus 3 is less than 2.5. So what's this? What is the meaning of this statement? Select all that apply.
The five elders know this, and Zunisha is important in all of it. As they say, Wano must have changed their plans based on the current situation. They even note that there must be someone sharp amongst them to make this decision, showcasing Momonosuke's early wisdom in this matter. The five elders reveal that their intention is to take over Wano with their army, but as the borders
Gillette Antiperspirant fights sweat and odor for 72 hours and starts working immediately. Most wax antiperspirants stain your clothes. Gillette Antiperspirant goes on clear. Gillette Ultimate Protection. Available at Costco.
What y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me know.
still closed, it will be impossible. Knowing that they took so many L's, they then tell the Sleepy Zero member they are at least expecting he will bring back Nico Robin. This wacky-ass agent says, of course, like it's an easy thing to do. But before we get into how he will accomplish this, they get interrupted.
This is still Wano.
In their Dendemushi. A voice calls out to the agents, telling them to stay where they are, and he will be on his way. This person is no other than Admiral Greenbull, as we find out at the end of this chapter. Yes, we are finally going to see this Admiral in action. My guy is flying on his flower petal, like reading a Sakura blossom or something along those lines. Either way, they're about to witness his earthly god-proof powers. Since the time skip, there have been two new admirals that replaced Akainu and OPG's position. We have already seen Fujitora and his abilities in Dressrosa, and now it's finally time to see Greenbull. But why now? The community had been speculating for ages of Greenbull's affiliation to Wano, but now it's pretty
I'm
much
trying to figure out
confirmed.
which one.
However, the reason isn't what you might think it is. The major point the community used to link Greenbull to Wano was his name, which coincidentally is also the symbol for the Shibutsuki family.
We're gonna do this one.
His final enemy, MUD Judas, has just killed Luffy's brother, Sabo!
No, this is still.
Hold up.
This is still too.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, okay, fine. Maybe he's not dead just yet. But One Piece Chapter 1060 brought so much. Number 1, Luffy finally reveals his dream. Number 2, Imusaba has the ancient weapon, Luminous. Number 3, the next damsel in distress princess is Honey.
You gonna make me act up.
The chapter begins with Luffy finally reacting to the news of Sabo killing Cobra, in which he refuses to believe this because Sabo and the revolutionaries
Let's go here.
Luffy's awakening is stretching everything around him. Gear 6 would allow him to stop time. Luffy's new powers is giving him
What did you say?
And using a full-speed observation haki, we are going to break down how. Because if there's anything we learned from Luffy's last power-up is that Oda does not care. For the sake of being ridiculous or comical, as long as it falls within reason, it will happen. Luffy's Gear 5 proved this very thing. Oda is trying to create a protagonist that will subvert the expectations of his enemies and those around him. Stretching space and time is exactly that. With the reveal of Vegapunk, the genius scientist who had spent decades
Trying to see,
studying evidence and
0.5.
specifically villains, Luffy's meeting with him after obtaining Gear 5 can't be coincidence. Right now, Luffy isn't as strong as you might think. Of course, he defeated the Yonko Kaido, but
The
you have to
Yonko.
understand that it wasn't a 1v1. Kaido took beatings from his
You don't need to do Luffy like that, man.
with a mythical zone and conquerors, and let's not forget
It was a
that
1v1v1v.
was lifting up an entire island for a whole night whilst
Nah, we're not even gonna do Luffy like that.
all these handicaps,
Luffy did his
was
thing.
successful in defeating Kaido. There is no way that the Straw Hats can just waltz out into the world and face threats like the
Yes, they
Admiral
can.
or Blackbeard. Well, just yet. Luffy's power is unrefined. He is a similar level
Oh,
of
okay,
state
that's
and
true.
thereby to how he was with his Haki during the Marine
Mhm.
Law. Although he made Marines fail to dodge Mihawk's attack with observation
Hey.
use it on command. And did
How am I
not
supposed to know?
split
Oh.
for full use. In order to achieve Gear 5, Luffy had to literally be at death doors. Come on, do you actually think that Blackbeard or Kainu will just sit there, bring a little barbecue grill and just have a picnic while Luffy dies and comes back in a revive? Because no, of course not. They will give him a bigger hole.
He said,
than
yeah,
the
yeah, he
face.
did.
That's true. That's fucking true.
So this
Did I
new
put
arc on
something
Egghead
in?
Islands will present a unique opportunity for Luffy to train up and
Oh.
gain knowledge about his fruit, along with its full
Connecting the two
powers.
circles. Is my line not connecting the two circles?
This is actually backed up and foreshadowed throughout the story. Kobe revealing to Luffy that Vegapunk knows about Zoan fruits and even his fruit in general. The blueprints which Frankie found in Vegapunk's old lab. On top of all of this, Vegapunk actually replicated Kaido's Del fruit. The cherry on the cake is Oda's own testament in his SBS that a certain professor will explain
I swear I'm putting
anything about the Del fruit.
0.5.
But before we go into
Oh,
exactly
no,
how
I'm not. I'm
Vegapunk will
putting
do this,
1.5.
let's first answer the most important question, which is, what exactly will Luffy unlock? Well, what if I told you? He will be able to stretch literally everything. I'm talking from strength, durability, speed, his Haki, and space and time. We have already seen Luffy use some of these
Yeah,
abilities in his fight against Kaido. Before turning Gear 5, Luffy had used every last bit of his Haki in his final attack against Kaido, which was
That's true.
interrupted by the CP0 agent. But when Luffy's heart was revved up, sounding like the drums of liberation, activating Gear 5, he was back to 100%, or even more than 100%. He was literally extending not just his Haki, but his stamina, and even his durability. Luffy was stretching all of his stats to the
He was.
limit. Though this can be seen as the usual trait for the Zoan Awakening, Kaido stated that Luffy's new form is something entirely different, as if he was exhibiting an effect of both Paramecias and Zoans. With proper knowledge from Vegapunk and a bit of control, Luffy will be able to tap into his full potential. Gear 2 and 3 were like the different forms Chopper took after eating his Rumble Balls at the start of the series. Gear 4 Boundman and Snake Man were like that at the higher point of the Zone Fruit, with, of course, the
Monster
imbuement of
Point is
Haki.
no longer
Now
the same.
unrefined Gear 5. It's like Chopper's early Monster Point, where the intrinsic nature of the Zoan is more in control. In Luffy's case, the mythical being,
36
Sun God Mika, was fueling Luffy without his control and spiking him with laughter. But now, Luffy will have to tap into the finer details of his power. Let's be honest, my guy was leaking his stuff everywhere. Hey yo, what the?
Alright, y'all, we're gonna have to get off now. I love you guys. Remember, we speak love, justice, and peace. Y'all have a great night. It was great talking to y'all. I will see y'all next time.
However,